Here at Motoverse 2023, we also have a number of legacy builds on display. What's a legacy build? Well, these are bikes that have been commissioned by Royal Enfield, by various builders across the country to capture the essence of the brand, to highlight its past, its present, its future, and sort of their own interpretation of what Royal Enfield means to them. So let's check out some legacy builds in this video. So first up on our legacy build is the Sled. Now, this bike is obviously something that looks rather stunning. I love that flat seat look, very retro, very different. The change to the exhaust, this has been done really well. Neatly done. Nice chunky tires, obviously pointing towards a bit of adventure, maybe snow driving, maybe that's why it's called the Sled. But what makes this bike quite special to me personally is that it has been done by friends from Motoring World. That's right. So they are a publication. I'm quite sure all of you have heard of Motoring World. And the Sled hammer over here, as is the full name, is done by Motoring World, and it is based on an Interceptor 650. So neatly done, very cool stuff. And I think the boys in Motoring World have put in a lot of hard work to bring out a bike that they would seriously enjoy riding around, and I think it really shows as a bike that would be a lot of fun, kick up a lot of dirt, and definitely something that you could take on a nice adventure. So I think overall the fit and finish looks great. The attention to detail, the custom changes do stand out. So these are elements that I've really enjoyed about this bike. So there you go. That's bike number one. Next up on my list is the Vigilante. I mean, look at this. This has got those clean cafe racer lines. Looks absolutely striking. I love the way that the exhaust treatment has been done. And of course, those racing tires are a dead giveaway as to what is the true essence of this bike. Now, this has been done by Rajputana Customs. They're a great custom outfit, have some fantastic bikes over the years, and this captures the spirit of what a cafe racer ought to be. This is based on the Continental GT 650, and I'm quite sure that you can make that out because they've not really changed too much with the tank. But just look at this bike. It is gorgeous. I think the attention to detail, the way that they've really done the fit and finish, the handcrafted bits, the handcrafted elements, the paint, everything screams that it is something that has been done with a lot of taste, a lot of detailing, and a lot of perfection. So that is the Vigilante, folks, and that is bike number 2 from the legacy builds. Now this legacy build is very interesting because it is actually the work of a competition where Royal Enfield invites people to design a bike, and with over 1,000 entries, there are only about 3 designs that emerge victorious. And this is one of the selections which was finally built by Bombay Custom Works, but the design is by BLW and Prateek. So BYOL is the designers that won the idea. They obviously embark on a journey to learn about custom design and bike building, but this is their design coming to life on this bike. I think the colors, the elements, the paint job, all of that is captured from what they would have done in their illustration and brought out with this bike. But it's good to see Bombay Custom Works bringing it to life, and it is definitely a bike worth checking out here at Motoverse. All right, next up on our legacy builds is this interesting bike. It's not an egg with the Royal Enfield sticker on it, but look at that. It really shows you what this bike is all about. Something built for speed, something built to cut through the air a little faster, make it sleeker, and definitely something that sort of wins laps. So, crazy looking racing bike. You can see that there's a lot of changes. The pegs have been moved way back. The driver is literally lying down on this to be absolutely aerodynamic. Slick tires, part and part of the parcel. That front entire cowl is there for that added level of aerodynamics, and definitely something that stands out. I believe this is based on the Continental GT, and this build is really something that is a showstopper here at this event. Just the sheer attention to detail, what this bike stands for, what it shows in terms of what you can do with the Royal Enfield. I mean, we're talking about carbon fiber finish all the way, folks. Look at that. It is something that really, really wins you over. So quite the showstopper, and definitely something worth visiting over here. So as we continue our journey with these legacy builds, this one is called Nakshatra, and it is done by Neve Motorcycles. It's based on a Super Meteor 650, and it is a pretty striking looking bike. Of course, the entire attention to detail over here. You've got the lunar calendar as part of the wheel design over there. So that again points towards its name. And they've done a fantastic job in terms of paint finish, detailing. You've got a little constellation going for you. And I like that custom badge as well. Looks really cool, looks really upmarket. They've done a lot of work on this bike, and the attention to detail will win you over. So a standout looking bike. I think having the 650 Meteor as your base is definitely a great starting point to build a big bike. So you can opt for the nice fat tire. I mean, look at that. It's huge. Let me put my hand in there. There you go. It's massive. And definitely something that looks rather striking and captures the essence of being inspired by the stars, the sky, and well, our culture to a large extent. Last but not the least on our list of custom builds here in the legacy build section is this bike over here. It is based on the Interceptor 650. I don't know if you would have guessed that if you saw it, and it is called the Neila. Now this is essentially a bike that borrows a lot of American styling cues. I mean, look at the way it's been dropped at the back, right? I mean, you're wondering how it even rides, but I will get to that in a bit. So this is basically what they call the bagger sort of design, and it is, as I said, based on the 650. So what you get is that traditional stance, and it features both front and rear air suspension. So we're talking about it having a ground clearance of 2.5 inches, which can be raised up to 7 inches. Handmade tail lights, a lot of machine parts, and it is something that is truly a testament of what custom design can actually do for you. So on this bit, I would say that the tank and the engine are probably the only Royal Enfield bits that you would find. Everything else has been machined and tooled to build out this rather interesting looking motorcycle. Definitely a showstopper, don't you think? Well, with that, we wrap up the legacy build section that we've seen here at Motorverse 2023. A lot of exciting bikes, some great work, some fine attention to detail, and we're seeing some great engineering prowess as well. So I hope you liked this little episode from Motorverse 2023. Keep an eye out on the playlist, which should appear on your side, because we do have a lot of content from Motorverse, and it is something that we are really excited to be a part of. So stay tuned, and if you do have any questions about these bikes, do write in. I will get back to you. That's a promise I make to all my viewers, that I will get back to you. So I look forward to hearing from you as well.